Hey everyone, it's Ryan Williams. Welcome back to the Influencer Economy. We're talking about how to launch, collaborate, and thrive in the digital age. This is lesson 2, following up on the last lesson around mind mapping your fixer story. Today, we'll be talking about how to craft your fixer headlines. And kicking things off is our buddy Joseph Campbell. He writes about the hero's journey and the power of myth and is a great writer. So I wanted to say that he talks about how a hero is someone who has given his or her life to something bigger than oneself. So the fixer story really is how you've given yourself to something bigger than yourself to help others along the way. And this episode, we're talking about how to craft your story headlines, to think like a journalist, to consider your story room and your audience. Again, writing 5 to 10 fixer pitches and headlines is going to be the goal. And I'm a guinea pig. We'll talk about my story pitches. So think about Woodward and Bernstein. They broke Watergate many decades ago. And I want you to think like them. Think like journalists with these story pitches and ideas. And remember the rule of 3 with stories. Everything comes in 3. They came, they saw, they conquered. Vidi, vidi, vici. Friends, Romans, countrymen, right? And think about one-liners that are catchy, descriptive. And these are not story ideas. They're just story ideas. They're not fleshed out stories we'll be working on. So recall we talked about how to think about your story audience. Remember your room, your collaborators, who are your networkers, the people that are your collaborators, the money ballers, who are those folks that you want to reach that are undervalued in your network. Think about your influencers, who are the people that can be game changers in your category, the industry leaders. And remember your platform, like what you're about. Like, are you going to use your story for email, for pitching businesses, for sales calls, for keynote talks, webinars, podcast interviews? What is it? So we're going to write 5 to 10 story headlines around telling people what we're doing for others lately and how we're solving problems for those people, to explain how your business thesis or bigger vision is helping others. And we're not going to drop how much money you make. We're just going to tell people how you're helping others. So the fixer mindset, is really writing down one of the bigger problems that you solve for others. I want you to identify 3 aspects of your business. If this helps to reflect on this, I want you to think about teaching someone a skill you've acquired over time through helping others. And spotlight ways you're helping people that are, counterintuitive or in a niche or maybe unexpected, because ultimately we want to learn and potentially be surprised. And unwrapping a great story is always fun when you're talking to others. So my fixer examples as the guinea pig is I launched a Marketed Snoop Dogg and Near Ales podcast at the top 100 on iTunes. I thought that was a good problem I solved. I run the Influence program to help global business owners grow their brand and business influence is another problem I'm solving. And I wrote the Influencer Economy book to help business leaders and entrepreneurs launch their work, collaborate, and thrive in the new economy. And also I help clients collaborate with world-class YouTube influencers. It's another one of my problems that I solve. And I consult companies like Dow Labs to tell authentic stories like a badass. That's really a more fun way to describe what I do. And so, this is the module for this lesson right now is all about the fixer story. And I want you to think about how you can craft 5 to 10 story headlines. That's our goal here. So we just went through how to think like a journalist, to reconsider our story room with our collaborators, our networkers, our money ballers, our influencers, and how to reach those folks. And writing 5 to 10 fixer pitches and my story pitches as a guinea pig here. So this is lesson 2, how to craft your story headlines. Thank you for joining.